Its Snyder Cut comes home today, and unfortunately, I did not get a copy yet. It's delayed. What? But I hope you guys were able to get a copy of Zack Snyder's Justice League on 4K, Blu-ray, UHD, whatever. It's available now. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. First, we're going to talk about Peacemaker, then Batgirl, then something revealed for Aquaman 2 today that makes me believe they're actually following the original Justice League storyboard. All right, let's talk about Peacemaker. Now, there was an exclusive from Movie Scope today, and it's their second exclusive. The first one was about Professor Xavier appearing in Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness, which was confirmed by other scoopers. Our second exclusive scoop is live. Iconic Batman villain set to appear in Peacemaker for HBO Max. And according to this report, Bane himself was going to show up in Peacemaker. Now, the interesting part about this scoop was that it was actually called out by James Gunn himself. Sorry to say your second exclusive scoop is incorrect. I don't know what your first scoop was, but hopefully you're batting 500, which isn't bad. Also, I love Bane, and I'm not opposed to Peacemaker getting his ass kicked. So who knows what the future could bring. Now, he said he was tagged in this about 100 or so times, so that's why he called it out. Grace Randolph came out and gave her 2 cents about the whole thing. Bane is not technically in Peacemaker, as he shows up for one scene at the very end. He literally has, I believe, one line. It's a second season tease. She also elaborated, I've only seen the script. I don't know who was cast. Which I guess could make sense because, that happens in series. They have a tease at the end of the first season and it goes on to the second season. They do that. But James Gunn called that out. That would be my definition, mean he was technically in the show. He does not show up at the end or anywhere and has 0 lines. Whatever's happening, James Gunn is very much trying to squash this. And some fans were trying to accuse James Gunn of saying he's lying and trying to hide the fact that Bane does show up in the first season. But James Gunn responded to all those saying that, no, he's telling the truth. He will never lie to the fans. But Grace Randolph tweeted one more time, hey, I don't want to fight with anyone. Maybe they cut the scene with Bane. My source got the scripts about a year ago. Maybe Gunn is pulling a He-Man. Also, further proof, I got scripts which I verified with other sources. Danielle Brooks is playing Waller's daughter. So that's a big reveal. Danielle Brooks is playing Waller's daughter. Amanda Waller's daughter is going to be in Peacemaker. Now, I didn't see if he squashed that one either. Not sure. But that is also an interesting scoop from Grace Randolph, if true. But man, that would have been cool to see Bane in the first season of Peacemaker. If Dave Bautista could show up, please, that would be even more awesome. I guess we'll find out when Peacemaker comes out. See if there's anything about Bane. Alright, let's talk about Batgirl. Now, Leslie Grace is our new Batgirl for the Batgirl movie that's coming out on HBO Max, and she got an exclusive interview with Entertainment Tonight. When they asked her what kind of person is Batgirl, this is what she had to say. She's someone who's seen underestimated by even her own dad, and being the youngest kid, sometimes you're insulated from all of the tough stuff of life, and she's so eager to prove her to herself and to everybody else that there's some things that she can't handle. So this journey is definitely going to show me a lot of that. I feel like I'm on an endless journey of proving to myself what barriers I can break, what limits I can break for myself, and I'm excited to put a little bit of that eagerness and drive and almost a bit of stubbornness into Barbara's character. Which certainly I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Barbara Gordon trying to prove herself, to prove to her dad, and, basically to save Gotham City, when in the absence of Batman, well, she actually talked about it a bit. When Entertainment Tonight told her that Margot Robbie was super excited that Leslie Grace was going to be Batgirl, and they asked her if she had any words to say back to Margot Robbie about that. Leslie Grace said this, Miss Margot, hi, I just want to say I'm a huge fan. If you think it's a good idea for Harley Quinn to stop by, we're welcoming all of the help. Batman's out, he's doing a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm going to need some of my ladies to help me out in this next run. You know what I'm saying? We love you. So that almost gives it away that Batman is not going to be part of this story. Where is Batman? Why is he out? It's just like the Birds of Prey movie where Batman's missing as well. Where is he at this time? Perhaps he's doing Justice League things at the moment. Now, when Entertainment Tonight asked her about J.K. Simmons playing Commissioner Gordon, she had this to say, I'm ready to learn a lot from J.K. Simmons. If you're listening, huge respect and please play my dad. I hope you're my dad. Now, we can assume from that he has not been guaranteed the role yet. Yes, it's been in talks that he's going to play Commissioner Gordon for it. She wants that to happen, and we want that to happen as well. So yes, J.K. Simmons, please play Commissioner Gordon. Now, they even asked her to describe Batgirl in 3 adjectives. She had this to say: determined, capable, and I'm going to give you a hyphenate or a compound word. Purpose-driven. Maybe not a compound word. I don't know grammar, but you know what I'm saying. Purpose-driven, and I'm sure she is driven as well to play the perfect Batgirl that she could possibly play. So I'm really excited for her. She seems really excited to play Batgirl, and I can't wait to see her in the Batsuit. Alright, let's talk about Aquaman 2 in the Lost Kingdom. Now, James Wan went on Instagram and posted a picture with these words: I found this guy, the real Patrick Wilson, stranded on a desert beach, doing his Castaway impression, Aquaman. Damn, Patrick Wilson, even though you look like Tom Hanks from Castaway, you are looking really buff there. But this whole mention about being in the desert reminds me of a certain storyboard that came out, the Justice League storyboards. Because in the part about Lex Luthor recruiting his own league, the storyboard said this: in the Atacama Desert, with Maru's help, Lex breaks Orm and Black Manta out of the desert prison, where they were imprisoned at the end of Aquaman. The desert prison, and Patrick Wilson certainly looks like he came out of prison. This is interesting to me because it almost feels like they are utilizing the Justice League storyboards to further the story of the Justice League movie. At least the original Justice League movie anyway. And we've already seen that in a previous behind the scenes set of The Flash. In the storyboards, it said this: in a Central City courthouse, Barry is at a hearing. Thanks to Cyborg, Iris, and a troop of lawyers from Wayne, the state has examined new evidence that Barry and Vic have presented and agreed to reopen Henry Allen's case. Barry's elated. Now, we do see a bit of that scene on the behind-the-scenes set of the Flash movie. And yes, it's only Barry and Iris and Michael Keaton's Bruce. There are photos of Henry Allen there as well, so we know that's the exact same scene. Unfortunately, yes, the Cyborg is not going to be in this movie because of the Ray Fisher Warner Brothers situation. But other than that, they seem to be really taking things from the Justice League storyboards. Now, the Justice League storyboards were done by Zack Snyder, Jim Lee, and Jeff Johns under the Warner Brothers plan. So that means Warner Brothers absolutely owns those storyboards. It's theirs. They can do whatever they want with it. And maybe some of the plans that Zack Snyder was planning to do spin-off movies of is still intact. Now, because James Wan did the first Aquaman, he probably had storyboard plans of what Justice League 2 was going to be about. And ultimately where the first Aquaman would have ended and how it would have led to a second Aquaman. So I know this is from the Justice League 2 storyboards, but who's to say these aren't setups or at least the endings of their own solo movies for The Flash and Aquaman or Aquaman 2. In fact, Patty Jenkins' original idea for Wonder Woman 3 have said that Diana was going to end up in Themyscira, just like the storyboards. At the Louvre in Paris, Diana Menelipe, the Amazon who came to warn Diana about Steppenwolf, discovered there may be a way to remember the path back to Themyscira. Diana must use the lasso on herself to unlock her mind. It's a dangerous process, but Diana wants to help Menelipe home, and Diana wants to see her mother again, even if she might reject her. And ultimately, she goes home to Themyscira, just like how Wonder Woman 3 was going to happen. So if Patty Jenkins continues to make Wonder Woman 3, or whoever makes Wonder Woman 3, and it deals with Diana going to Themyscira, I can almost safely say all these solo movies that are coming out, including the Flash movie, is definitely setting up Justice League 2, possibly Justice League 2 with the Legion of Doom, just like how the original storyboards were going to play out, which casts an interesting discussion and speculation on whether they're keeping that storyline. Is each director trying to maintain the storyline that will eventually lead up to its own Justice League movie? Or is that Warner Brothers' plan all along? They never scrapped the original storyboards. Maybe they scrapped the nightmare portion of it, but they still intended to have Justice League and the Legion of Doom, and all the setups that was planned to get to that future movie. But it's possible that Zack could utilize whatever is coming out in the movies, because it is partial setups from his original storyboards, and use that to connect to his Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. Either way, the option is open for Zack Snyder if he wants to, and if Discovery wants to, and AT&T and Warner Brothers wants to, he can come in and finish the Snyderverse on HBO Max. But on the opposite side, if Warner Brothers is continuing off the story storyboards in some sort of fashion through solo movies, ending up with another Justice League 2, at least we get to see a little glimpse of what that was supposed to be like, but this time in the movies.